Hi everyone, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2020. My name is Michelle Kelly and you are watching Being the Change. I'm going to get started by reading my inspiration, which I now have memorized, by the way. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. I'd like to say welcome. Welcome. I'm Michelle Kelly. For all of you who are watching me for the first time, thank you so much. And everybody who's seen me before, thank you for following me on this journey. Last year I broke up with fear, I broke up with shame, and I broke up with guilt, and I wanted to let you guys know what my New Year's resolution was, and I didn't really have one, but what I'm trying to decide what to do is I want to live on the opposite of fear, shame, and guilt. So I want to live in love, in peace, and in joy, and be as authentic as I possibly can, and be as kind and loving to myself as I am able to. And that's it. That's my resolution. I don't deal with change well. It's not easy for me. The other thing that I'm going to do is, I talked in one of my videos about change, and I have a favorite perfume. I've worn this perfume since I've been 18 years old, and I found out they discontinued my perfume years ago, so I went online and bought enough for the next 21 years. I'm probably down to like 18 more years of it, but that's how I deal with change. I don't. It's not easy for me. And I told myself that my son, it's the only smell he knew me as. And when I was telling him I was getting new perfume or they were discontinuing, he's like, what smell is that? He didn't care. Nobody cares. I care. So change isn't easy for me. So one other thing that I'm going to promise you guys I'm going to do, everybody who knows me, I have this calendar, and it is a paper calendar, and I write in it in a pencil. And I think because of doing hair, I'm going to say all these excuses of why I use it. But really, I don't deal with change well. And I'm going to start using my calendar in my phone. It's so funny because I would judge somebody. If somebody pulled out a flip phone right now, I would think they're cheap and they don't deal with change well. And honestly, if I didn't have my son, I would probably still be using a flip phone. And I found out people who I think are extremely cheap are people who live in fear of money. So I'm redirecting how I think about things and how I can be kinder and more compassionate to others, and not just to others, to myself. I've judged people very harshly, and I think one of the reasons why I was judging other people so harshly was because secretly that's how I felt about myself. And it's very easy to see in other people what I think are their flaws, or what I think they could do better at. And it's very hard to look at myself and tell you, my calendar is my flip phone. So I'm promising you guys, I am going to start using my cell phone for my calendar, and to share with you guys, that is not going to be easy for me. But I can practice with change, and I'll probably end up loving my phone even better, but the fear of doing something different is always so much worse for me. So I'm going to try and embrace change. That's going to be a good resolution. And how I do that is I'm just going to try and be as open as I possibly can. And I'm working on all of this one day at a time, one breath at a time, 1 minute at a time. I'm going to share with you guys one other thing. So I went to this nutrition response testing because I wasn't feeling good, and my girlfriend suggested that I go do this, and it's for health. And I was putting, wait till you hear this one, I was putting 6 Splendas in my coffee, and that was my cutback. And I went to this woman, and I knew I needed to get off a Splenda. And you know what she suggested to me? She's like, can you do 5? And I'm like, oh my God, I can do 5. Like, I'm black or white thinking. I'm all or nothing. Either you're using Splenda or you're not using Splenda. But she started off with, can you use 5? And I am happy to report to you guys, I am now off of Splenda. I use stevia. But it was a transition. When I went back the next week and she said, can you do 4? I was like, no freaking way. And I gradually went down to 4. And then I went down to 3. And then I did 3 Splenda, 1 stevia. 2 Splenda, 2 stevia. But I had to work at it. It wasn't just I got off of Splenda. But I would have so much shame when I would go back to her like, I should be off of Splenda by now. And then she shared with me, it took her 14 years to do the food thing. And I was like, thank you. Thank you for telling me how long it took you. Because that's what I want to know. How long does it take? Not, I want to do it fast, but when I find out that it took somebody a long time, it gave me permission that it's going to take me a long time, and it's okay. So whatever you're trying to do, if it has taken you a long time, I say me too. So thanks to everybody who's watching. Happy New Year, and I am excited for this journey this year. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm really working on that, and I don't have a lot of subscribers, so it would really help me out. So thank you. Stay tuned, and I'll see you all next week.